I'd like to welcome Joyce Lo to the podcast today. I'm excited for you to hear Joyce. So welcome, Joyce.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So tell us a little bit about you. I know, okay, you're from Taiwan, but you have this English accent. So give everybody a background about you.
Wow. Okay. So I was born in Taiwan and have been studying in many different places like Canada, Australia for summer school, States, and then England. And so in the very beginning, my profession was English literature. So after I graduated, I taught English lit at uni in Taiwan. And now I'm move and flow teacher. So now I mainly teach move and flow certification course. Also at the same time, I have my own energy and movement courses called the NSO technique. So now I'm like traveling around to teach those courses and also present some papers about why flow work, why move and flow benefits for our body health. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so what made that change? So um, you spent time, you had told me previously you got your PhD even in English Lit. Is that correct?
I did start it, but I haven't finished it. And
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't feel I'm gonna finish it at all. So
Uh-huh.
I did start it, and then I love teaching so much, and that I also love like fiction. So that's mainly why I chose that area.
Okay.
And at that time, I was like, okay, I decided to teach first to see how I feel. And I love teaching. I love teaching like 100%. But also at the same time, I feel like nowadays, like everyone's health is can be improved more. And also
Uh-huh.
I feel like in my case, my personal case, like all my colleagues, like every day they work so hard, but every day they look so tired. And also for myself, like I got dizzy very often. So at that time I was thinking about, okay, there's any way to improve my health. That's when I just started and how I started to do some movement to get myself like stronger and to move around. And then at the same time, I realized in the whole academic world, like uni, we got less students. This not just Taiwan, this the whole world situation. Because we got less kids. So I was thinking, okay, maybe one day I will lose the job from uni. So I need a like second profession. So
Uh-huh.
when I was still teaching at uni, I started to learn neurocognitive therapy and I found it was really, really interesting. And after that, I decided to give myself like, okay, I'm gonna quit from uni because at the time I was still young. So if like I took the chance. If it didn't work, I still can like have time to find another job. It's better than when I'm like older and I got fired and I had no
Uh-huh.
idea what I should do. So at that time, I decided to took the opportunity just to start it from cognitive therapy. And then 2 years ago, I started learning move and flow, and that was another thing that opened my mind. It's like, okay, that's the thing I really want, and I would love to share this knowledge to everyone so people got to know how to help themselves to improve their health.
Okay. And so what is movement flow? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, what is move and flow? So move and flow basically it's all about like floor work. So you move around the floor. It's a bit like contemporary dance, but they also put like some gymnastic or put some like martial arts elements into it.
Okay.
So mainly we say we if we say move and flow this system, we have like 31 moves in level one. And we got 31 moves is fixed moves. But the thing is, when we move from A transit to B, the transition, you have to use your body, you have to think, you have to use your creativity to create that transition. So
Okay.
that is the core part and an interesting part because at that time you need to unlock your potential. Also, you have to think. It's not just like I give you textbooks like that's how you move. No, because nowadays when we work with the machines, we only work with like one plane of motion. But when you move on the floor, there's like 3D is a dynamic, and you need to realize how your bodies can is able to do and your mobility in each joint, so you can have the good relationship with the floor. Otherwise, you got a lot of bruises.
No, yeah.
So that's the movement floor. Yeah.
And so it sounds like, I mean, would everybody's flow transition of the flows be different then?
yeah, transition can be different. But of course, in the very beginning, students will be like, "Oh, can you show me some transition?" Because they feel like they need more inspiration. So of
Mhm.
course, we will teach them the concept of transition and how to make it smooth and how to make it better. But after they learn the concept, they got a lot of freedom to create their own flows, and that's the juicy part.
Okay. So you mentioned the mobility of joints.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was just thinking yesterday, I was on the floor cutting something out and my, one of my legs, I'm like, whoa, that's a little tighter than I want. I need to be stretching some more. So I get, when you said that, it made me think of that and how important it is to be moving our bodies every day and stretching and things. So is it a lot of stretching involved? Like, how is the movements? What are those like?
I would say like movement flow, it contains or like it needs strength, mobility, strength, coordination, and flexibility. And you need like three of those elements and should be equally good. But like people, we human beings say not really got people like three of them are equally good. Either you got really good strength but less like flexibility and
Mhm.
or like vice versa. So in move and flow, because we got 31 moves, so you always get the chance to learn how to use your strength, how to use your flexibility, and how to use your coordination. So you can like have the balance in those three elements, not just like, oh, you're super strong, but like you can't do any, like you can't bend yourself.
Mhm.
So I guess it's a good idea to make like more balance, and also like coordination is so important to the human body. We seldom focus on that part. We seldom train our coordination, but with coordination it can benefit our mental health more, can benefit our physical health more. But we only focus like nowadays we don't focus more like on strength or flexibility, but we forget coordination is also very important. Yeah.
So why? I mean, why is coordination important? You mentioned with the mental, why is it important
Yeah.
for mentality?
So why, for example, like our left brain like control our right side
Mhm.
of muscle and right brain control left side. So with coordination, your brain can work together. It's like
Okay.
they work together, they cooperate together. And with the emotion, why or like mental, why they can be better, because sometimes when we got angry or when we got sad or whatever emotion we have, we only think and one part of from our brain, like we only use that tiny part of brain, so we didn't really develop the other part of like our brains. So with coordination, just kind of balancing out, even it out. So when you
Okay.
think, of course we still need like negative emotion. It's not just like, oh, always be positive, because it's useless if I just keep telling you, I be positive, be positive. It's not gonna happen. So we have to use our brain to control emotion, not use our emotion or like to persuade
Mm.
ourselves to be positive. So that's why coordination can help us be mentally it'd be better.
Okay. So just, yeah, be in control of whatever the emotion is, joy, sadness, anger,
Automatically,
right? And just,
it's automatically. It's not you being persuaded. So you don't have to think that much. So you just train the coordination. And then next time when you got like, when you face the same situation, you may automatically, you still feel sad, but automatically you can be like, okay, I think twice, then why I feel sad. Or like,
mm,
oh, what's going on over here? It's not just like, oh, I'm sad. I don't care about anything. I'm sad. It's not like that. Yeah.
it's more just a deeper thinking then of finding out the root cause of what this emotion
Yeah, the
is.
root cause. Yeah, yeah. Because we should allow our emotions goes out, but the main thing is just we need to know why and
Mhm.
how to deal with it. It's not like hide it or just out like have the emotion for no reasons. So if as long as we know why and how to deal with, it's all good.
Okay. Yeah. So I think suppressing your emotions makes it worse, right? So,
It makes worse. You just like pretend, and one
yeah.
day that box will be full. So
Yeah. And then you'll explode. Right.
Yeah, just like balloon.
Yeah. So what if someone I hear people say, "Oh, I have no coordination." So how does that work for someone who feels like they have no coordination?
Yeah, I heard people say that. So basically, you can train your coordination like in your daily life, basically. So for example, I'm right hand dominated. So I
Mhm.
train myself to eat with my left hand, or
Okay.
like to brush my teeth with my left hand, or to write like writing with my left hand. And when the day I feel like, okay, my left hand is less stupid, and I write like both hands like together, like same words. For example, I write
Oh,
I am
okay.
happy today and write them together. And the day I feel like, okay, maybe now I can write two different sentences like at the same time. So I can right hand I can say I am happy, and the left hand just write today. Just like this,
You're
those
writing it
kind of
at the
tiny
same
things
time?
at the same time. At the same time.
Wow.
Right? And the next stage, you'll be like, okay, my right hand write English, my left hand write Chinese at the same time. So just
Wow.
like
Uh-huh.
keep challenging yourself,
Okay.
right? Or like juggling, like throw the ball, like throw it, catch it. You can start from one ball, two balls, three balls. It's like eye hand coordination. So
Hmm.
many things we can play around its coordination. Just we didn't notice like, oh, actually I use my non-dominant side. It's also the training. We're just like so used to like, yeah, I just like I like this side, just keep using it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's very easy to start with like daily based thing. One of the game I like is right hand, or choose one hand, just go like flat hands and swipe back and forth on your thigh, like back and forth,
Hmm.
and another hand just go fist and just hit, and they'll do at the same time,
Uh-huh.
and then switch. So this
Okay.
is also like coordination game. Yeah, like there are tons.
Yeah.
So you can like try like daily, like give yourself 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, play around with the different things. And because when we learn new things, that is the moment we use our brain like on touch area. Yeah. So
It seems like
that's
that.
why.
I mean, that would even help the longevity of our mental our thinking. Like as we get older, people seem to lose, the ability to just think clearly, or with Alzheimer's and different things. But it seems like if you're keeping your brain, I mean, if you're coordinating those two sides, it seems like it
Yeah,
would help that with that longevity of your mentality, your mental thinking. And
exactly. That's why I always encourage people that always learn new things. It doesn't matter what kind of things you're going to learn, just
mm-hmm.
keep learning new things. And when these things is kind of like becomes, you can like play pilot mode, then learn another new thing.
Yeah.
So when we can have also like one thing is we keep stimulate our brain, and the other thing is when we can handle more things. Like I can
Mm.
do this, I can do that, I can do that. We can multitask it more because a lot of things for us is just habit. Because I keep learning it and keep practicing. Okay, I got this is my habits. I got that is my habit. So we can handle more things. So in the
Yeah.
future, at the same time, yeah.
I love that.
So
It
I guess
makes me
this.
think of, yeah, it makes me think of just I lost my train. Um Talking about thinking and coordination. Now I just lost my train of thought. uh, yeah, I can't even think what it was. But another thing I was thinking about is how, like, my husband, he's very flexible and he can juggle. I'm not flexible. I can't juggle. And I'm thinking those probably coordinate, like those go hand in hand, maybe, with the flexibility and the coordination. I don't know. That was just an interesting thing. But yeah. So what else? Like you talk about the flexibility and the coordination and strength. So
And strength.
yeah. So what are some other things, like when people come into the studio, where do they start?
So as I said before, like very, very like rare or like seldom people got equally good in those three elements.
Mm-hmm.
And so first of all, we will see what they are lacking of and what they are good at. So we have to use their strengths to develop things and also to help them from their weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good thing is you always can gain the confidence from your strength, but you always need to deal with your failure from your weakness. Like take myself for example, I'm better in coordination, but I was so stiff when I just learned movement flow, like really stiff. So every single time when I went to the flexibility, it was like, oh my God, that was so hard for me. But coordination for me was rather easy. So when I face that flexibility training, I need to, have this self-talk because also like failure and people can pick up the moves quite fast. For me, just like slower.
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to coordination, and I was the fast. So I also at the same time will teach people, hey, how to do this, how to do that. So like movement training is not just for your physical health, because at the same time you need to know. I hope like people can bring this experience in their daily life as well, because
Mm-hmm.
how you deal with failure, how to deal with your frustrated. Like for example, like when I train or when I learn new moves, like kept failing, and I have to think about some moves. It's not just like, oh, I tried 100 times and I kept failing 100 times, and then the number like 101 I will make it. It's not like that. We need another strategies. Like why my body couldn't do that. We need to think about why. So we need to think about a new strategy, go different pathway, and so we can have the final goal. So sometimes it's like it's not just like, oh, don't give up, but you have to give up like what you are doing, but think another way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not give up on your final goal. So this is what I learned from movement. So I hope that people can bring this experience also back to their daily life as well, because life, I believe, also a lot of like frustrations and failures. But how can we deal with that? And I believe like it's kind of like a movement. We stretch our body, but at the same time we also stretch our mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's why I love like movement training so much, because it's very variations, and then the variation just like our daily life.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
loved how you say, it helps you make your weaknesses strengths, right? You have your
Yeah,
strengths and then, but you're learning from your weaknesses and then they become strengths.
exactly.
So,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
that was powerful. And I, I was wondering, like, if someone walks into your studio, you know, you, how would they physically, what are the physical things that you do in a studio? Can you walk us through what it looks like? Does that make sense? Like
So
some of the movements and things. It makes me think of Tai Chi almost, but
right. So basically, when they walk in, if today's like movement flow class, well, I will teach them, for example, like 5 moves, and sometimes five of them are easy.
mm-hmm.
So the 5 of them are easy, and I'll observe what they are lacking. For example, they are lacking flexibility, and we'll spend more time on flexibility training, and plus those 5 singular moves from movement flow level 1, and then we will train like move flow creation, so they can have like something like do brainstorming and then create a flow. So there's a type 1, or the other one is like still they walk in and they say, hey, I want like today we'll focus on more higher level skill, for example handstand, for example cartwheel, and then we'll spend more time to give them all the drills about how to do handstand, because we need more time to do that, and then more drills, and also create like safe environment for them to tell their brains that I'm safe, I'm capable, and to guide them step by step to go for their the higher skill level. So it
is
really
the
depends on
flow
today. Yeah.
is the flow part the transition? Is that basically what the flow is? Is that moving from one movement to another, and so the flow is bringing those together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess the training will be like drill, for example, drill for the higher level skill, or
Mm-hmm.
drill for like flexibility or strength, and then flow itself. So basically, I'll be these two parts. And of course, I
Okay.
sometimes I'll put more coordination stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. And what age group usually comes or, that you work with?
Now it's like around 20-ish to like 60.
Okay.
Yeah. So we hope like it can bring more elderly to the class because of course we have 31 moves and some of them are like higher level skill.
Mm-hmm.
But when you finish level one, it doesn't mean like you really have to know how to do handstand because everyone's ability is different.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want like, oh, you have to know how to do handstand so you can graduate level one. What we want is you know what your level is and we will give you drill so you know what you can keep working on after you finish this course. So we hope it's like lifelong learning. It's not just like,
Okay.
okay, I finished this 4-day courses and then I leave. That's it. So we hope like
Uh-huh.
we can bring more elderly people in and move around on the floor because like all the floor transition also is the training for the strategy. So usually I'll ask my student how many different ways you can standing up from the floor. And usually people will forget they can use your hands, they can push, they just like struggle. But say, hey, you can use your hands. It's like, oh yeah, I can use my hands. Hey, your elbow can bend. Say, oh yeah, my elbow can bend. So it's all about the strategy. And we hope
Uh-huh.
like people have more strategies in moving. So when they back into the like daily life and whatever accident happens, their body have enough strategy and enough like reaction time to face the like all the accidents or like unexpected occasions. So they
Mm.
will get less chance to get injured. So that's what
Okay.
we are target goal.
That's awesome. That's amazing. So who
Yeah.
do people come into your studio? Do you do it online? How do you help people?
Now I do online. I
Okay.
also, if I'm in Taiwan, then people come to the studio,
Mm-hmm.
and we also have overseas courses. Like next month, I'll go to Korea, and then I'll go Hong Kong, and then yeah, we are planning like different countries to teach movement flow and also the energy courses at the same time. Yeah, and we
Okay.
also do online, of course. Yeah.
Are those live or they recorded? Like how do
No, like live.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay, cool. Because then you can work with them, help them
Yeah,
that
we
way.
also like it. Yeah, like we prefer like live. But also we have the movement flow app. So like after they take the course from us, they can get like 30-day free apps, so they can like really review everything. But like the Zoom courses or when they come into the studio, they can record it anything they want. So we don't want to like keep it like secret. We want like share
Mm-hmm.
to everyone so they can like practice and then spray this system and then you can move anytime, anywhere. Yeah.
I love the idea of, well, the goal that you have of this practice of movement and flow, but it's for life. It's not just like come to the gym and get that, it one and done kind of thing. And because I mean, when you go to the gym, it's helping you through life too, but it's something that incorporates into everything of your life. I mean, I love that. That's exciting.
Yeah. So that's why I think that's also the main reason why I love this system like so much. And yeah, just like just like our life, it's
Mm-hmm.
always like flow and a
Yeah.
variation and how we cope with that. It's not I believe like no one's life is steady, so
Right.
how do we like flow with that flow? That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to share before we end today, Joyce?
Just hope like everyone can. I mean, you don't have to take courses, but at least like try move and flow. Yeah, if you won't have the interest, can message me, and I'm more than happy to give you like the trial class. Basically, I just really want people to try it out, to explore their bodies more, and people can live better, move better, and they don't have to depend like rely on someone else. They can like help themselves to be better. So yeah, just move around. I guess that's the main thing over here.
Awesome. So can you tell people where they can find you then? They can get that
They
trial.
can Right. They can find me on Instagram. It's Joyce Lo, or just like type like Move and Flow Teacher Asia or Move and Flow Asia. That's all me.
Awesome.
And yeah, just message me and say, hey, that you're the like audience from the fifth grader, and I'm more than happy to give you a trial class, or if you come to the level 1 courses or like whatever my courses, and I'm happy to give you the discounts. Yeah.
Awesome. That's so great. And we'll have all that in the show notes, the links and everything in the show notes. And you said that was 20% off with the code
Exactly.
live greater for those classes. But you can try it out first with your trial class.
Yeah, you can try it out first. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so great. So live greater, LIVGREATER. And yeah, thank you. This has been so fun, Joyce. I feel this energy, this movement energy, right? This flow. This is so good.
Yeah.
This is so good. So thank you for being on here with me today. This has been wonderful to talk to you and feel this energy.